What's up, y'all, man? We back, man. You know what it is, man. It's your boy, R.O.B, aka Moon Rock, aka R.O.B. Y'all now tune in to Lead Check Checking In. All right, I am your host. I would like to introduce my guest, my counterpart, my ace, my homeboy, my dog, Uncle Daddy. What's popping, man?
Hola.
Oh lot. Right. If y'all already know, man, I'm still south of the border, man. I ain't coming back till football season is officially fully kickstarted. That means when training camp come back in. All right. But without further ado, man, y'all already know what part one was. If y'all haven't already seen that episode, go back, check it out. We just breaking down some prop picks that we or not props. I keep saying props. Some future picks that we will make currently, and if I didn't say it in the last video, these odds, these future odds are off of FanDuel. So shout out to FanDuel. Hey, FanDuel, give
Hit
me a
us up.
link, man. We'll go ahead. We'll get y'all. We're gonna bring them over there. Put down there. Put FanDuel at FanDuel and let them know, man. We're trying to give them some money in their pocket. All right. Because if you're
Absolutely.
a new sign up, I ain't got a link for you yet, but we working on it. But we did all of the AFC previously in the first video. We going through the NFC now. And Uncle Daddy, I'll be real honest, man. I don't know. This might be a little bit more easier for me. It's a few. I kind of skimmed through it. I looked through it, and I think that it might be a little bit easier. But I will say this.
Out of
This
which division are you referring to? Are you
I,
just
I'm
saying
a,
the
I'm
whole?
a, I'm a, that's gonna be a surprise. That's gonna be a
Okay.
surprise when I was
Okay.
thinking about. But
Okay.
I will say this. Is very interesting of what going back and thinking about the AFC and some of the ones that I picked from there. This one, I'm not too. I'm pretty sure on what I would pick off the rip. Now I will say, coming into what I'm looking at off the first division we gonna do. That's the one that's like, okay. It took me a minute to think about it, but I'm set to go. But I will say, I cannot wait for your um, opinion based about where we getting ready to start with this. So
I
we
know.
not gonna waste no time, baby. All
Did you put
right,
that one out
listen.
there first on
No, I did
purpose?
not. I swear I didn't.
Okay.
I just how it
Okay.
kind of
As soon as I
formulated.
seen it, I said he did that shit
No,
on
I did.
purpose.
No, I swear. It's just how it formulated. And I'm kind of liking the fact that this is how we cracking the egg open on this one off the
Two.
rip. So, hey guys, listen. If you ain't already knowing, you can go on FanDuel. These future picks are all there. Um, and we just kind of giving our opinion about where we would pick. You let us know in the comments which odds are better that you like. All right, but without further ado, let's get it started, man. Listen, we starting with the NFC East.
East.
All
Come
right,
on.
first team on the docket right here is the Philadelphia Eagles. Now, if most of you guys don't know here on the show, Uncle Daddy is a Eagles fan.
I am.
All right.
Go birds. Go birds.
There's a lot that can be said about the Philadelphia Eagles since the and I'm not gonna say Andy Reid era. Let's just kind of take it out there because I feel like Andy Reid, as far as the Philadelphia Eagles go, was cemented himself as arguably one of the greatest coaches that has ever coached in Philadelphia. Period. Just in the set of what he did in his tenure there, right? A lot of people gonna say, "Oh well, Doug Peterson won a championship. Who gives a shit?" Don't nobody give a shit about Doug Peterson. They really don't even give a shit about Nick Foles, and they both of them got statues, right? Nick Sirianni is pretty much Philly, Philly, Philly through and through. His mentality, how he handles the team, that's it. But Andy Reid is the foundation, right? You talk to people that know who Andy Reid is as a coach, it don't just stop in Kansas City. I just feel like his overall outlook has been in Kansas City. You know what I'm saying?
Are you basing off our wins in Philly? Is that what it is?
Um, as far as Andy Reid,
Yeah.
yeah. I mean, his worst years was he only had I think two bad seasons, and that's when things started turning the tide on the back end. Um,
Okay.
but outside of that, there's nothing that can be said about Andy Reid's character as far as how he was able to do what he was able to do with that team under Donovan McNabb. There's a lot that we can say about Philly, right?
Yeah.
Do I think that he is Philadelphia football? No, but
No.
he
No.
is a pillar of Philadelphia Eagles. There's nobody even close. What
So
I'm saying,
when we're not going to turn this into an ego show
no, no, no,
today,
no, no, no. But they
but
are
I'm gonna
first.
say this. I'm gonna say this. I think Sirianni is more Philly than Andy Reid, and you did allude to that. He racked up a lot of wins, man, but he couldn't get over the hump. So I give more props to Peterson and Sirianni than I do Reid. He just stacked up a bunch of wins.
Yeah,
Fucking
well,
defense was a
I'll say this, and this is the reason why, and yeah, I see what you're saying that, and the reason why I give pushback about that is because we're out, and the only reason why I give you Sirianni over Peterson is Peterson went once, and then they turned into a dumpster fire after that.
that's correct.
And what I'm saying is Andy Reid. We can go back and say, oh, Andy Reid never won the big one. He went to 4 NFC championships. It's very hard to do.
3 Super Bowls.
Well, I think he only had one. He only had one Super Bowl appearance.
My
But
bad. I mean, I'm
he went
sorry.
he went to the
You
mind
did say you did say it.
that's why I said the lure of him is
Yeah,
still there. But Andy Reid was Philly football. When they went got Chip Kelly, when they went got Doug Peterson. Here's another thing about Doug Peterson. He was under Andy Reid's tutelage when he was in Kansas City. Doug Peterson left Kansas City and went to the Philadelphia Eagles. Nick Sirianni, also an ex-chief, went to the Philadelphia Eagles. There is something linear there that I'm just saying. So at the end of the day, I get the argument. People are gonna say Nick Sirianni got a chip. He brought Philly a chip. Of course he did. Y'all prop Doug Peterson up on the statue, but then got him the hell up out of there 2-3 years later. Andy Reid was there for 15 seasons, I think,
yeah, yeah.
and didn't bring you shit. So that's why I
Heartache.
said there's a little bit difference when it comes to that. But listen, man, we went on a whole nother rant about it, but it's still Philly, right? Shout out to Philadelphia, man. The city of brotherly love. But y'all first, man. Listen, I'm gonna tell you what,
Throw it.
yo,
Throw it out there.
Vegas is really Vegas think Philly got something going on.
They do.
They do. They really think. Vegas think Philly got something going on.
It's the birds.
So we do know what's kind of as of right now, the recording. We do know how the overall outlook of the team looks. At the time recording, they no longer have AJ Brown. We know that we talked about in the last video. He was traded to the New England Patriots for some picks. And yeah, man. Outside of that, I don't think the offense is losing anything. I think the defense has been good. I think they could be better. I actually think they can be better. Uh, I do. I mean, because if you look at it last year, man, they had some issues on defense, especially when they were playing against top tier competition
Can we
at the
not let Rob talk
positions.
about the Eagles, y'all?
I mean, if you tell me where I'm missing it.
Bruh, that's gonna be a top 5 defense this
Hold on,
year.
were they a top 5 defense last year? They
Top
weren't.
10. No, that wasn't top
I
10.
don't even know if they was even top 10.
I bet they were.
Well, we can fact check it real quick because we don't
I
want to
don't
give
want
the
to do that.
people.
I just in my brain they was.
Well, see, then there we go.
My
That's the whole
biasness.
view.
My
There
biasness.
you go. There.
Listen, listen, man. Listen, there was definitely some BS going on out in Philly last year. We know that. I ain't gonna get into the semantics, the rumors, none of that crap. Let's jump into it. I want to know what you giving them.
Um,
Jalen Hurts and them boys, Carter and them boys. They lost a couple pieces. Hell, we got one. But they draft so well. Man, Philly will do a trade mid-season. Come on, we talking about the
if I'm
birds.
if I'm if I'm gonna give it to Philly, and
I
like I
want your
said,
most
Vegas,
aggressive. I want your
Vegas.
most aggressive pick.
You want my most aggressive? Aggressive. I would give them. I would take 11 and a half over the 11 and a half. The only reason why I wouldn't take 12 and a half over is because I still think that Philly's good, and I think that for me, it's going to matter what that offense coordinator do. So the aggressive in me is taking over the 11 and a half.
What was your originally gonna take?
I was gonna give him 11 wins. I was gonna give
Okay.
him 11 and 6.
Okay.
That's plus 125, right?
Okay.
That to me that's aggressive. But safe is always just going 9.5. I think Philly's good enough, man. They could win the division this year. I think that
9.5.
yeah, I think they can win 10. I would take the over 9.5 as well. Vegas got them in minus 135, so Vegas is kind of split. One minus 135 is if Vegas felt like they were clear cut going to get 10 wins, that 9.5 would be somewhere in the high twos, if not close to the threes, if they were just
So
feeling that.
let me just say this. You know I rocks with Vegas. It's my home away from home. And I think Vegas is generally accurate with their picks. I think Philly is a 12-win team easily this year.
Mm,
So I'm not going to take the 12 and a half, but I will take the 11 and a half over and stand on
mm,
it. I think all the distractions is gone out of Philly. I agree with you. I do have concerns about that offensive coordinator, but they're going to have offensive coordinator problems any damn way. When you're a successful organization, you ain't keeping them coordinators, y'all.
yeah,
It don't work that way. So Philly's always going to have a high turnover ratio or rate with their OCs and DCs because shit, everybody wants them.
yeah. I will say this: each year they go
It
to the
scares me with Brown being gone, but with the little bullshit he was doing or whatever was going on, was he at 100% last year? I like that
yeah,
kid out of USC, Lemons.
right,
I think in a couple of years he's going to have us in AJ Brown. Who?
yeah, okay,
So we still got Devontae Smith there. I ain't scared. I'm gonna be honest with you. You still got Saquon. Defense is gonna be good. That's a 12-win team easily.
now I just want to throw this out here. Um, the only time that Philly has ever surpassed 12 wins in the past, let's say five years. So that would put them back to at the beginning of the pandemic. They did it in 2022 when they lost to the Chiefs. They went 14-3, and then
They actually won.
They did it. No, no, they won in 2024.
No, they won in 2022 also.
Who would they play in 2022?
Chiefs. You talking about the
Yeah,
Super Bowl?
yeah. Anyway, they won 40. We're talking about wins and losses. The next one was their next Super Bowl appearance. They had 14 wins. They went 14-3 there. Outside of that, they have not surpassed 12 wins.
Why are you bringing up old shit?
It's not old shit. It's history. Now you're right. That means if you're picking them to win the Super Bowl this year, that's what you're saying.
That's not what I said.
It's exactly what you're saying. If I'm going off what the state of what Philly does, when they get over 12 wins, they make the Super Bowl.
I'll take that then.
Okay, so you picking them in the Super Bowl. I mean, you ain't saying they're gonna
Well,
win.
my perfect
When
Super
they
Bowl
when
every
they
year.
when 2017 when they won, guess how many wins they had?
I don't know.
They had over 12. So
Okay.
the regular season, that's what they got. So you picking them to win the Super Bowl.
I'll take that.
All right, y'all
My
mark it,
perfect
put
Super
it down. Philly's going
for
to the
the
Super Bowl.
for the rest of my life. If I could watch the Raiders and the Eagles in the Super Bowl, I'm happy.
Nah, fuck that. I'm not watching. You not watching two of them teams. And first, we're gonna have to talk about that because at that point, you're gonna have to pick a side, and you better be real careful picking a side on Raiders or Philly.
Hey,
Ain't no.
Shout out to everybody in the 215. But I'm sorry, I'm gonna stick with the 702.
Oh, yeah.
I'm always gonna rep black and silver over anybody. Don't get that shit twisted.
Hey, that's all I. And listen, because I'm drawing the line in the sand on that day.
Oh
You
no,
bet. You
hell
better
no,
not walk in here with no Eagle stuff on. It's gonna be a
nah,
sad day.
nah,
Listen, you thought New York was bad. Nah, yeah,
nah,
ain't none of that gonna be like that. But listen, I
nah.
get that. I mean, you're right though. They not really losing anything. I think the defense was good last year. I think they was playing well. It was just inconsistency because it could have been a lot going on.
There was some bullshit going on. We
Right.
all,
And and,
yeah,
and and there's a lot that we didn't know that probably was going on. A lot of these meetings and stuff that had to happen, of course. Now, hopefully all that's clear. They get back to playing winning football. There you go. So Eagles, man, Uncle Daddy's looking for y'all to get to them 12 wins. Listen, my aggressive, I gave you over the 11. You know what I'm saying?
okay,
So it is what it is. Next up, we got the Washington Commanders. And me and you had a lot of love for old Jalen Daniels, man. Shout out to
yeah, yeah,
JD5.
yeah, yeah.
Um, Dan Quinn over there, I know is the head coach. I know that I don't know who the offensive coordinator is currently right
Shouldn't either.
now, but I know that it's no longer Cliff Kingsbury. I know they've added some pieces as far as I think they try to add more to the receiving room. I can't remember exactly who they signed, but I do know in the backfield, since Brian Robinson is gone, I know they brought over Rashad White. I cannot remember who all they got at wide receiver real quick. But while I'm looking that up, let me. What do you think about it? You got anything you want to say about them before I look up and see who they got at wide receiver?
That would actually help me out. But man, listen, Vegas ain't got that much faith in them boys this year.
So just real quick, they still got Terry McLaurin. They have Damani Brown who's already there. They did pick up Traylon Burks, and they signed Vance Jefferson. Antonio Williams, which I believe wasn't he the wide receiver me and you were talking about out of I don't want to say Clemson. I can't remember what school he went to, but I
I
thought
don't.
he
I
was
know
a
we
he
talked
was a
about him.
Jalen Lane and Luke McCaffrey. So the wide receiver room isn't pizzazz, but Terry McLaurin is a true outside guy. Um, but yeah, man, mind you, this team was literally fighting with Philly in an NFC Championship game
That's right.
just
A couple of years ago.
just a couple years ago. Last year, just with the up and down with how JD5 took his injury, but was able to come back. I don't know, man. I don't know. That's why I said this first bracket of the NFC East was the one I was sitting there looking at, and I know I said I'm pretty clear cut, but with the Commanders knowing what they can do and knowing what they did in the past couple years, I'm gonna be honest. I'm gonna play it safe with them because I'm very iffy on them. I would only take them to get roughly over 7 wins. Do I think they can surpass
Damn.
that? Do I think they could surpass that, Uncle Daddy? I think they could. But
Okay.
if I was a betting man on this team and where I would take them at, I'm taking the 6.5 wins, the over at that minus 200, and I'm just gonna lock it in there. Right? I think they can
Okay.
get 7 wins. It's just it could be inconsistent. I ain't saying nothing's wrong with Dan Quinn, but the fact that you having a lot of turmoil with them offensive coordinators, I think that plays a part sometimes, man.
I agree.
I think moving coordinators out too much starts
Especially with a
giving them
younger,
info.
especially with a younger team.
Thank you,
With a younger
exactly,
team.
exactly. So, that's where I'm going with them at, man. It's just the Commanders. I'm gonna give them the 6.5 at the minus 200. Where you at?
I think they're an 8 or 9 win team this year.
Okay.
Listen. If I recall, and I can't really remember. If I recall, they're getting a little long in the tooth on defense. I'm trying to be generous because I like Jalen Daniels. I think I would take the 8.5 and take the over. I think they're
Mm.
about a 9 win team.
Okay. And I mean, there ain't nothing wrong with that. That still puts them at 8 losses,
Yeah,
right? I
yeah.
mean that's fair. You basically put them as
I think they
a
need a little bit more help on that squad, man.
yeah. I got you.
I don't think they're there yet.
Yeah, I got you.
So I got about an 8 or 9 game deal. So I'll take the 8.5 and do the over.
Okay. Yeah, I like that. So yeah, we got down with that. I ain't got too much with them. Now rolling in, we going in at pause real quick, going down to the Lone Star State. Go see them cowgirls
It's kind of shocked me.
and the Cowboys. But yeah, man, Vegas is really putting the range on the Cowboys
Kind of
as
generous,
far.
don't you think?
I think yeah, yeah. I mean, maybe I think Vegas got people that work there that are Cowboy fans. It got to be. But Cowboys have a lot of they have a lot of good talent on their offensive side,
And
but
I think defense too.
I was just getting ready to say defense can be very. Defense last year was a problem for the Cowboys. Let's just say it
A
like
big
that.
time. And they
I
made
think
some
it,
good picks.
yeah, they made some good picks, and I think that they hindered themselves last year from making runs because the fact that their defense was inept, right? Um, man, it's really hard because the only thing I could see them getting, which would still be a bad year for the Cowboys, is giving them over 9 wins, right? I see them somewhere floating in line with um Philly, not Philly, Washington in a 9-10 range. Now I will say this. I was looking at the 9 wins and I keep thinking about it. I could give them 10, but I don't know their whole schedule. But I will say this based off of it's not like a real um hard schedule. It's not like super hard. I don't think they even have one that they it might be top 10. I don't even think they top 10.
Okay.
I'm gonna give them 9 wins for me as a betting man because I'm gonna play it conservative. Because man, sometimes the Cowboys will look awesome, and then
Mm-hmm.
sometimes they don't. But you're right, the defense should be a lot better. I think the offense is still gonna be where they are. They still got Dak under center. They looked from the offensive side last year like they could get the stuff done. CD Lamb is still CD Lamb. They still got George Pickens. They still got their tight ends. Um, they got a lot of good ability to put up some points. And this is a for me it's just a safer pick because being in this division that they in is very tough, very competitive. And I don't know if the Cowboys are gonna win the division. That's the one thing. I feel like Philly's gonna take the division hands down.
Right.
Cowboys maybe could sneak in as a wild card, but that will put them they will have to get to 10 wins to be able to get that wild card. Let me know what you
Okay.
think.
I got them as about a 10-win team. I think they'll be better than Washington. I got them at about a 10-win team. Dallas is going to Dallas eventually.
Yeah.
They're going to come out on some razzle dazzle shit, or they're going to come out flat, pick it up, get on some. They're going to get on a heater somewhere, get all them damn Cowboys excited, Cowboy fans excited, and then something's going to happen.
Something's gonna happen, ain't it?
I don't know what's going to happen, but
We don't
something.
either. But it's just like
It could be non-football related.
man, as
It's
long
going
as
to
Dak's
happen.
been there and they haven't even sniffed the NFC Championship,
No,
it's one of them things where it's like, all right, bro, y'all gonna have to figure out the next move, and who knows? It could be getting close. Who
the
knows? They
team is snake bitten. The team is snake bitten ever since Johnson left.
well, Switzer or Johnson.
I say Johnson.
Technically, I would say that too. Switzer, I think Swiss only made one Super Bowl.
Until they take the keys away from Grandpa,
Yeah,
I'm telling you,
yeah.
it's
Time.
something. Somebody, something. A cheerleader is gonna rob a bank. I don't know what the fuck is
Yeah,
gonna happen.
it's somebody's gonna have to.
Something, something's gonna happen to fuck up all the hard work they did.
Hey man, that's the thing. Is just the Cowboys go Cowboy. But listen,
That's
you
it.
tell a Cowboy fan every year, it's their year. Every year is their year. Every year is their year. Um, yeah, man. I mean, I played this safe. I'll be honest. I played this safe with the Cowboys with that 9 wins. I
I
would.
do. I do nine. I do a 9.5
So you
and
yeah.
take. I mean, I'm sorry. Yeah, I do a 9.5. Take the over.
That's why you because that's what I'm saying.
I got to go out there 10 or
They
11.
could be. I don't know about
Yeah.
11. I don't know about 11, but 10. You right. 10 and
Mhm.
7 is doable for them. I could see that. You know what I'm
Okay.
saying? Um, I it was just that's why I told you I played it safe with this one because I knew that I feel like Philly's the clear cut division winner in that one.
I agree. I agree.
Barring
No,
any injuries.
and I'm trying not to be a Philly fan when I say that. I do believe Philly's the
Okay.
superior team in that division.
Yeah, I do too. All right, man. So rounding out the NFC East, we get to the last team here, which is the New York Football Giants.
Come on,
All
G
right.
man.
G-men out here, man. They got a new coach. Obviously, is Harbaugh, who is now the Giants head coach as of this season. Dabo was gone. He moved, I believe, to Tennessee. And Yeah, Harbaugh comes in from Baltimore. I think Baltimore was ready for a new voice in that locker room, and the Giants was ready for somebody with a little bit more of a different pedigree that they want to have in the locker room for New York. New York's got some talent that they have been acquiring. Um, we know that they took some injuries last year. They believe they might have their quarterback of the future in Dart. Um, as far as running back, I think from what I read, Scatterbo is going to be somebody that's going to be heavily used in the offense again, just because he can pass catch. He's a thumper, but they're going to mix it in because I forgot the other kid's name they got there. Um, but they're going to mix him and Scatterbo in. Malik Neighbors is going to be healthy. The defense is going to be good,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
They're going to be good. They actually have like a lot of extra players on that defensive side. I was kind of shocked that they have Abdul Carter, Thibodeau, and they picked up somebody else. I can't remember who
Me either, but
exactly.
they made they did
They
make
made it. They made some splashes. So,
yeah, yeah, yeah.
um, Vegas though, Vegas don't know if these guys are gonna get over 9 wins, and it's kind of telling because if you ask me about Harbaugh, Harbaugh's not a guy that comes into a team and you're just gonna be playing like dog shit with him,
Right.
right? I think that his character and how he goes about it, even like his brother that's in L.A. with the Chargers. If I was a betting man, and this is not even aggressive, man, I'm gonna give the New York Football Giants 8 wins, and that's at plus 105. I'm giving them 8 wins off of that one. I'm not if and or button about any of that. I think that they can do it. I think they got the ability to get 8 wins. I just don't know what maybe Vegas just feels like this ain't it for them. But I feel like getting taking the over 7.5. I just feel like they can get 8 wins. I don't want to take the under. I could take the under 8.5 wins, but that's really at the minus 210. And we gonna play with that 7.5. We gonna give them 8 wins. Where you at, bro?
Sorry for the long pause. I'm going a different direction here. Every year, there's a team that picks in the top of the draft, and they fuck around and make it to the playoffs.
Hmm.
And that team this year has either got to be the New York Giants or the Oakland Raiders. I mean, I'm sorry, the Vegas Raiders. I think their defense is good. I think Harbaugh will have them buttoning up some of the bad play they did last year. If that team stays healthy, I like Jackson Dart. That boy balls to me. I like Scatterbo. Had him on my fantasy team till his ass got hurt. Damn it, Rob. I want to say New York Giants is a 10 plus to win team this year.
I can see you. Man, thing is, you just start sipping on IPAs. I don't. Well, if that's the case, then you're
I'll
putting
tell
them
you
up
what. I'll
above
tell you what. I'll
Dallas.
take the 9.5 and take the over. I
Yeah,
think they can get to 10 this year.
yeah. I don't
You
know.
rattled off. You rattled off the names, and
I
they got the
did.
coach. They got the coach to do it.
Yeah.
And Harbaugh wouldn't have went there if that was trash.
Nah, he wouldn't
Harbaugh
have went
wouldn't have
there.
took the Arizona. He wouldn't have took the Arizona job.
Nah, he wouldn't have took Arizona. And you're right. He wouldn't have took New York if he didn't feel like
That he can go in there and
they
get it
go in there
done.
and get it done with the guys he got. You right. That's kind of hard for me. I
Here's the
don't
deal.
know.
I'm gonna take the 8.5 and the over, but I think that's a 10 win squad this year.
Okay. Well, you taking
Dart's gonna
eight
have
now?
a year. Dart's gonna have a year under his belt.
Yeah.
Now that boy needs to learn how to slide. They better get him in front of some damn baseball players.
Yeah, they really do. I mean that's one thing too is his ability, his availability is gonna be very critical for them
Yeah.
getting at those wins.
And I'm sorry, I said 8.5. I meant 9.5.
Yeah,
I think
nine
they
and a
can get
half.
to. I meant
Okay.
9.5 on over. I think they can get to 10 wins this year.
Hey man, listen. I mean rightfully so, they really could. They don't have a
And I think
shitty
there was
team.
I think the running back you was talking about was James. He's the backup
Yeah, thank you.
behind Scotabo. Yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, yeah,
Okay. Yeah,
yeah,
see, I didn't know, man, as far as like I just know they got a defensive front. Now, even though
yeah.
Dexter Lawrence is gone, that doesn't mean anything. They still were able
They
to
still pretty
draft. Yeah, they're
stacked.
still pretty stacked. So,
Yeah.
hey man, listen. Uncle Daddy gonna give it to you raw and uncut. So that's just what it is, man. I think, like I said, I got them getting over 8. You got them sitting at getting that 10, and that's at a plus 300. So yo, y'all lock it in, man. Y'all go ahead and put that bet in there. Um, don't jumble that together. Put that on by itself. You know what I'm saying? But without further ado, man, that was the conclusion of the NFC East. Now we getting ready to go into the NFC North, and I'm gonna tell you right now, a lot of these I've already known exactly where I was gonna go with these teams. Just off mere fact of like what I know they're capable of and what they've done in the past, and we starting off in the NFC North with the Detroit Lions, right? Detroit Lions under what's my man's name out there?
Campbell, Campbell,
Yeah,
Campbell.
Campbell, man. Shout out to Campbell and what he's been able to do there. I really like Campbell. I think he is a awesome players coach. I know they've been having a little bit of turmoil as far as play calling. From what was said last year, he had to take over some of the play calling duties because he didn't like the way that the offense was moving. But it looked like from even when he took control, it wasn't no damn better. But without ado, without fact, man. I
Shit.
mean, just saying. I mean, he was like, let's run the ball more, and all you did was run Jameer Gibbs when
Right.
you had David Montgomery there. And I just think that was just you had a two-headed monster that you could have utilized better if that's what you were going to do.
Well, shout out to Jameer Gibbs because I had his ass in
Well,
fantasy.
now here the
So
thing is,
you know,
Jameer Gibbs could have still did everything he needed to,
right.
right?
I agree.
But you
I agree.
you you still had David Montgomery for some short yardage stuff or a lot of stuff. But and David Montgomery's still a good running back. I just think they like the way that Gibbs moves in the offense, and that's perfectly fine. So
Not to turn this into a running back show, but you got something against Gibbs?
no, 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 no. I'm saying
Okay.
that I think Gibbs is a hell of a running back. It was
Okay,
just
my bad. I
if it's
misunderstood
if
that.
it's third and one, right, and Gibbs just broke off for a 40 yarder or something like that, or Gibbs broke for 7, 8 yards and it's second and 3. Give the other two cracks to David Montgomery and then keep letting Gibbs do what he
Kind of
do.
spell them out a little bit
Yeah,
more, is
give
what you're
him
saying.
man because that's the one thing I don't know if Campbell's trying to do if he's just trying to run Gibbs in the ground. Gibbs is a fucking weapon, bro. And his
Agreed.
best ability is when you keep him on the field. Keep his carries under 300, 300 and under 300. I'm gonna say under 330 touches a year is beneficial. If you can get lower than that and he can still maximize that, that's perfect. Keep him somewhere in the 2 range,
All day.
280, something like
Yeah,
that,
all
something like
day.
that.
All
Perfectly
day.
fine because he's a receiving back too. That's where he
Correct.
really gets nasty at.
Yeah.
He gonna make you look stupid. But man, I'm gonna give the Lions this. I'm gonna give the Lions 11 wins, bro. I'm taking the 10.5 over 125. I'm gonna give Lions 11 wins this year. I'm putting them at 11-6. That's more conservative. Um, I do think the fact that again, I want to see how Campbell and them are calling the team this year. With Montgomery not being there, doesn't really do anything for me. Even if he was there, if I was just gonna be a bed man and take a, I would say a guaranteed, but not everything's not always guaranteed. I would still take the 10.5.
I'm gonna probably jump the gun here. You got the Lions winning that division?
Um, I think they can. I think
Okay.
they can. I
Okay.
think they can. I think they can. I know it's somebody else in there that I'm looking at, but
Me
hey
too.
man, we gonna have to figure that out. We gonna this year they might prove me wrong. They might prove me wrong this year.
So you got them at how many wins again?
I'm taking them. I'm taking them to get 11 wins. So I'm picking the 10 and I'm picking the over a 10.5.
I think it's gonna be a really tough division this year. I just that's my personal opinion.
Mm-hmm.
Shit. I'm gonna take the 11 and a half. I think they can get to 12 wins this year.
Ooh, okay, okay. I mean, ain't nothing wrong with that. That's what that they 11.5. That's plus 145. And granted, I think they can too. I think they can. It's just I just want to see. Like I said, I was only making. It wasn't an aggressive pick I was making. I
Yeah,
was
yeah.
kind of making more of the.
I think that defense needs to lock in a little bit better.
Yeah,
You got Big Hutch there.
yeah,
Game changer,
yeah.
game record. We talk about
Facts.
them kind of
That
guys.
that that defense, they do got some key pieces on the defensive side that I think
Oh shit! You know what? I
helps them
made a
go.
mistake though. Didn't they corner just get fucking arrested for?
He definitely did. But mind you, he was hurt a lot last year anyway.
Okay, I think they can get to 12 wins.
Yeah. Okay. 12 wins ain't far off from them, and that puts them at 12-5. That could
That's
be
not
enough.
shabby.
That could be enough to win them the division.
Hmm.
So shout out Lions, man.
You
Y'all
got a mile
listen.
around St. Brown. You got a mile around St. Brown there.
Yeah, you got
Beecham,
Jay. Yeah.
Meach, whatever his name is. Y'all know I'm terrible with them names, and the more that
He said I'm terrible with them names.
I
Yeah,
put this
man.
damn oil in me, it's gonna get
It's gonna
worse.
get
But
more worse, right?
um,
He don't
hell,
mean no harm.
I think I had one of the Detroit Pistons on the Detroit Lions team one time.
Yeah,
I had
right.
one of the Michigan State boys.
Hey
I'm like, what the
man,
hell?
nah, that's
Shit,
real, man.
wrong
That's real.
sport. Shit. But
Um,
no, I think they're a 12-win team, man. I don't know what their schedule looks like. And one thing I didn't do yesterday and today is do my due diligence and look up some of these schedules. I think this is gonna be a really fun division to watch this year, but I think they can make it to 12 wins.
okay. Well,
Because they are the veteran savvy team of everybody else we're gonna talk about
right,
in that division.
right. Yeah, they are. You're right. So with that, we go to the Green Bay Packers, right? Packers that we know right now is led by Jordan Love. Um, they really is a team that I'm looking at that kind of, how can I say this without, they're kind of iffy, right?
I agree.
They're kind of iffy. I think the expectations and even the expectations that Vegas has for them is very high, right?
Well, they always gonna
Because
have those because they're Green Bay.
that's true. And they do. Jordan Love has proven that he can play the quarterback
He
position.
can ball. He can
Obviously,
ball.
those years behind Aaron Rodgers did do him well because he learned a lot, just even probably just watching him and then going out there and just kind of going through the growing pains. Jordan Love deserves all praise that for him to be a starting quarterback. Now, with that being said, again, um, I don't. I could almost say again, this team could be a 9.5 win team,
I'm with you on that one.
and I would take primarily, to be honest, safer route for me is I don't know if they get to 11 wins, and if I was like, I know that they could get 10 wins. I'd be really shocked if they got 11. I'm gonna take the under 10.5 on this because I'm putting them right at 10 wins. The only reason why is because I think receiving core wise, right? Just the core of the receivers. They got good receivers, man, but shit, they cannot stay on the field.
They can't. They
And
can't.
that starts to really hurt them in the long run. And then I'm looking at that and it's kind of like, all right, what are we doing here? You know what I'm saying? So I would have took the 9.5 over, but I'm gonna take the under 10.5 here for the wins. And yeah, I'm locking it in there, man.
I'm gonna go 9.5 over. I think they're a 10-win squad. I like the team. I think they're better than what they are gonna show us this year. Something just don't feel right with me right now. So I'm gonna stick with the 9.5, take the over on that one, and see where the chips fall.
See where if I, yeah, ain't nothing wrong with that. Like I said, they just the receivers, man. Every time you look up, is somebody hurt. Watson got
Yeah.
hurt. You know,
Broke a goddamn fingernail.
yeah, Reed was hurt. What's the one? Dobbs out there wearing a condom cap on his head and shit. He's got issues going on. Like, what are we doing, bro? So
Didn't they lose one of their receivers also?
yeah, they did.
Yeah.
I don't remember. I forgot. It was I think it was Dobbs. I think it
I
was
can't remember,
Dobbs.
but yeah, it's something. Yeah. It's something
So
out there in the water that's not right.
yeah, it's something with them. But listen. Now, this next team we're gonna talk about right here, the Chicago Bears, is a up and coming team. And I don't know if you feel that same way, Uncle Daddy, but I'm gonna tell you something. I think the Chicago Bears are up and coming team.
I do.
I think Caleb Williams is getting ready to show his ability to the NFL if him and Ben Johnson are really clicking like everyone expects him to.
I think they are.
Vegas is really the fact that they even got them at 11 and a half on their docket is wild work. But they feel like they can get 11 wins. Um, this team is one of the teams I think that could be fighting for that division. Um, outside of not outside of the Lions, I think them and the Lions could fight. The Bears and Lions gonna fight to see who's top of the NFC North. And if I had to do that, I'm taking them at over the 10 and a half, right? At the plus 190. I feel like they could get 11 wins. I think Caleb Williams' ability and what he can do on the field gives him a good advantage. He can get you back in the game quick. That's no shade on the Lions. I just think they have to play a different way than what Caleb is able to do at the quarterback position. There's nothing wrong with Jared Goff. I think Jared Goff is a capable quarterback, but I think in certain times, just certain things Jared Goff's just not going to be able to get done, and Caleb Williams can do. And we're
Agreed.
just merely talking about how to control the offense in certain key moments. Um, I
Oh,
just
that boy
think
can throw that rock. That
he,
boy can throw that rock
yeah,
now.
he could throw the pill. So I'm a roll with the 10 and a half, man. At
I,
the
th-
and
I agree with you. I agree with you 100% on that.
Yeah, it was something I was looking at. To me, that's not aggressive. I know it's a plus 190, but it's really not aggressive to me. I
Right.
feel like this team is can win 11 games.
I
And
think
even
11
if
to 12. I think
even if
11,
they yeah, I was gonna say
11
even
to
if they
12.
don't win even if they don't win the division, I feel like they could be a wild card, right? I feel
I
like
agree
they
with
could be a
that.
wild card.
So
So
the only thing that scares me about them, and I don't know how you feel about this, they got defense. They just don't have really pass rush.
yeah,
And if they would have added some pass rush, I would have had them winning the division.
hmm
I don't want to put this out there. I shouldn't even say this. I'm not gonna use this person I was gonna say. If they could have got their hands on what's that kid's name that went from the Bengals to Baltimore? The Edge. After the whole Max
Hendrickson.
Hendricks. If
Okay,
they could have got now, if they could have got him, that definitely would have helped them.
yeah,
They need pass rush.
yeah,
I just think in this league, it's a quarterback driven league on the offensive side, but on defense, you got to have that pass rush. So
right.
that's what really scares me about them. But I do agree with you. I'll do the 10 and a half over. I think that's safe with them.
Safe with him. Yeah, ain't
I
nothing
think
with
they'll
it.
at least get to 10 wins easily.
Right.
Caleb can ball. He can
Yeah,
ball.
he can ball.
So
He can ball.
yeah,
He's proven the fact that he's everybody kind of thought that first year out the gate, but you know they were going through a lot. It is what it is. But bring
absolutely.
Ben Johnson coming in there, I think gave him a breath of fresh air and
A new
him
vision.
definitely a new vision. I think it's something that can build to something better. So shout out to
Absolutely.
the Bears, man. Listen, so rounding out this NFC North, man, we got the Minnesota Vikings,
Yeah.
and I'm really shocked about where I see these overall where I see they had what Vegas has them at as far as win losses. But I will say because of the fact that they did bring in Kyler Murray, they have Justin Jefferson, they have a veteran team.
They
Um,
got receivers.
they do got receivers. But
Defense wasn't bad.
the defense isn't bad. But if you asking me, and I'm only saying this because maybe it's my opinion about it. But if you asking me, are they better than any other team in their division? I'm gonna tell you no, not a one. I don't think they better than the Bears, the Lions, nor the Packers. And a
Hold
lot
on.
of
What did I get? The Packers 10 wins.
yeah. I don't know. This
Rob,
team
are you sleeping on that division?
as far as what? No, because everybody y'all pick got double digit wins. Everybody I already picked got double digit wins. The Vikings are the only team I'm about to pick right now that don't have won't have double digit wins.
Let me hear you.
The Vikings will maybe get 8 wins, maybe. I don't believe in Kevin O'Connell anymore. I think bringing in Kyler Murray is a crapshoot. and he's hoping that it does pan out. He's hoping he keeps his job longer because of the debacle of the Sam Darnold and keeping some whoever wanted to bring J.J. McCarthy. You gave up on him. I think that having Jet there is great, but it can't be your whole offense. And they've shown right now that they ain't been able to pick a quarterback, the right one. Let's just say that they have not picked the right quarterback to lead the helm and keep him.
Okay.
Now, bringing in Kyler Murray it's definitely gonna be an upgrade, but we don't really know yet if that's really gonna transpire into wins on the field. So, as a betting man, I'm taking the 7.5, and I'm actually going to give them 8 wins this year. I feel like they're not going to make the playoffs. They might be having to do a change at head coach either this year or next year, and because I don't think Kevin O'Connell's the guy for the job. But
So you've already given up on Kevin McConnell.
yeah, I don't think Kevin O'Connell's the guy.
So I'm gonna say something since we're talking about futures. If what you say is true, Justin Jefferson is going to demand a trade next year.
That could be true because why would he want to be able to rebuild?
There you go.
I
And
feel
man,
the same way.
how would he looking at black and silver? And what do we got to
We
get?
don't know, but we ain't gonna throw that out there just yet.
And
We gotta make
I'm gonna put that out there
we
in the
gotta make
universe.
sure we gotta make sure it's something that's gonna work. We don't know yet. We don't know where he wants to go because
So here's the
obviously,
deal. I'm gonna tell you, I'm all over the place with Minnesota.
yeah.
I think they either gonna be a boom or bust team.
Hmm.
I think everybody's fighting for their jobs. Kyler Murray, Kevin McDonald, O'Donnell, whatever the hell his name is. No disrespect to you. I think listen, that's a tough ass division.
Yeah.
You gave them how many again?
I put him at 8 wins. I didn't go
Okay.
under. I put him at 8 wins. I feel
I
like they
think
can
it's an
get
eight.
8 wins.
I think it's an 8 or 9 win team.
Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah.
Hell, they may shock us,
Yeah.
but I'm not that comfortable with them my damn self. So I'll give them an 8 or 9 win team.
Okay. I mean, like you said, we in the same line with that. We in agreement with that. Like you kind of give them more 9 wins. I'm literally stopping right at 8. Like
Eight. Okay, I
if
get
they
it.
get 9, hey, all right, But if they get 8, I expect them to get 8. So
I can't remember the DC's name. I know he came out of Miami, and there
hmm
was some bullshit that went on down there. Is how he got to Minnesota.
yeah,
I think he'll be a head coach eventually,
yeah, he could be. Oh, Flores,
but
yeah.
yeah,
Uh,
it's something about them. I don't feel safe with. Yeah, I just don't feel safe with them. So I'll give them about an 8 or 9 win. I'll take the 8.5.
all right, we
You
can
know,
put them over at 9. All right, there ain't
yeah,
nothing wrong with it. Yeah, man. So listen, that rounded out our NFC North with the Vikings, and like I said, that was pretty cutthroat and dry. Like the Minnesota was the only team I wasn't gonna give double-digit wins to.
agreed, agreed.
So it just is what it is. But listen, now we into that. We going to the South, baby. NFC South. And first team we got right here is the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Now, Tampa Bay, man, um, still got Todd Bowles down there.
Yep,
Um, they did make a few changes, obviously on the offensive side, but pretty much they obviously split with the long time wide receiver out there, which was Mike Evans. But they do have an emergence of that wide receiver in Buka. They still have Chris Godwin, from what I can tell. I can't remember everybody on the offensive side. I don't Bucky Irvin, I know is gonna lead
yeah,
part of
yeah,
the backfield, but they do have somebody else. Baker Mayfield again is obviously gonna be the quarterback for the foreseeable future. Defensively, everyone is still there, I think, except for the
White.
safety. Huh?
I said White, but he was with the Raiders last
Yeah,
year,
he
so
was
it
with
don't
like
matter.
yeah, he's been gone. I'm talking about I think they just lost somebody else this year. But listen, man, Tampa Bay could have won the division last year, right? But they
Yep,
faltered that. And it had nothing to do, and this is a division that should have been, I don't want to say, Uncle Dave, I don't want to say this like they should have just easily won the division, but they had
they
it in the
should
palm,
have. You're right. No, you're right.
they had it
You're
in the
right.
palm of their hands,
You're right.
right? So
You're
it's
right.
just showing me something about with Todd Bowles and the inconsistency that they're gonna have on that side. I don't know if it's gonna get better. I think we're gonna kind of see the seesaw with Tampa Bay.
Auto too.
Even with Mike Williams gone, they were still able to win games even in Mike Williams being hurt last year. And I'm gonna tell you this, man, Vegas don't know fully if they're gonna win more than 8 games. They don't. But they do, they are confident they're gonna float somewhere between 8 and 7 games.
Well,
Um
they still got them as a cream of the crop of that division.
uh yeah, they kind of still do. I'm gonna tell you like this. Man, here's the thing. I'm not picking Tampa Bay to win the division. I'm not.
We got big dog.
We gonna get to that.
All right.
But I'm gonna tell you what I'm giving wins wise.
I know who's gonna like it, but
Tampa Bay is going to be possibly a 8-win team.
damn,
They could be 8 and 9. I don't know if they're gonna. I'm not saying because Mike Evans is leaving,
that's a huge jump.
but I will say that that could be a little there could be a little iffy for them this year. The division they in is competitive and it's very jumbled together. There's not
That's
leapfrogging
the
each
weird
other.
part. They're competitive, but I don't know
Yeah,
how to say it
they are.
within themselves.
they're very competitive within that division,
What you giving
and
them?
I'm giving them 8 wins. So I'm taking the well, actually, what I was gonna do was um I will just take over the 7.5 because between that and the under 8.5 is 140. If I give them 8 wins, I'm getting at least 145. I'd rather take that, and it's kind of splitting hairs on that, but I rather just stick with that at the 7.5 because I'm not playing with too much right there. So yeah, I'm gonna stick with that.
Well, I'm gonna take them as a 10-win team, so I'm gonna take them at the 9.5, only because they have the most veteran quarterback in that division.
Okay, okay. Well, I mean, like I said
In a
again,
pressure situation, I'm gonna rely on the veteran.
okay, I got you. Hey, ain't nothing wrong with it. Next up, man, the Atlanta Falcons. Now, we already know the Atlanta Falcons have a new coach. They have obviously a new quarterback there. Um, they just re-signed their tight end,
Yep.
and they are looking to take control of this division, which I don't think they're gonna do yet.
Nope.
So, without further ado, I'm gonna tell you like this: Kevin Stefanski, the jury's still out on him, and I'm not real high on Kevin Stefanski doing anything. I think Kevin Stefanski can get this team some wins, but he's not taking his division yet. So a betting man like myself, I'm taking the under 8.5. I don't even know if they're gonna win 8 games,
I
but
agree with you.
I I was
I
gonna
was leaning
take
more
them.
towards that. I was leaning more towards that 7.5
Yeah,
over. I think they can get to 8, but I
yeah.
don't know.
It could
I don't know
be
what the hell's going on.
they could have a bad season this year. They go six and
Yeah,
ten or something like that. So
Pitts
I'm
is
only
gonna
gonna
get his Pitts is gonna get his money.
yep.
Frickin' Bijan's gonna get his money.
Yeah,
We don't know
and I
who the
mean they got it.
quarterback's
The
gonna
thing
be.
is they
Drake
the
London. They
Drake
got
London
talent.
they got talent there. I just don't know if because here's the thing, Stefanski is not the guy that I think that the team wanted as far as
You
players.
you know what? I actually think Stefanski's a better coach than what he gets credit for. I think he's been in some bad situations. I think taking that job was bad,
Hmm.
but he does have talent on that squad.
He does, and I mean
So
that's why
this
I
will
said
prove this
yeah,
will prove to us: are you that dude?
yeah.
Can you get us over the hump?
Hopefully it does
Yeah.
pan to where they're able to get something out of them. I don't know yet. We gonna have to see.
The quarterback situation scares me.
Yeah, it definitely does. It
You
definitely
know,
does.
so
It definitely does.
I'll take that
It's
seven and a
you
half.
you got two lefties over there. So
Yeah,
um
yeah.
yeah,
I'll take the
I'm
7.5 on that
are you
one,
taking the
and
over, right? Yeah, I'm taking the under eight and a
I think
half.
they'll get the 8. I think they'll get the 8
Yeah, I
wins.
mean if they got to 8, I wouldn't be too mad. I think, but I just don't know if they gonna get over. I don't know. I don't know. It could be. Now, getting to the Carolina Panthers. This
I
game,
got a good feeling you like this.
this this is one. If my brother was here, he would be
Absolutely.
excited, but he also would be a little pessimistic about it. And I'm gonna tell you this: the Carolina Panthers last year, man. I want to give a quick backstory before I give what my wins is. Um, I watched a lot of people give
Excuse
up
me.
on the Panthers last year early when they
Yeah.
started playing like shit. They were everybody's coming out and they were shitting on them. They not doing this, they not doing that, blah blah
Oh,
blah.
shit on the quarterback more
And
than
they
anything.
literally, well, they the whole team in general, to be honest. But yeah, they were giving Bryce Young his fair share. But as the season progressed, they started showing signs that they were able to kind of get some things going. Um, in the offseason, they made some adjustments. They went and picked up some players. I don't know the full roster, but I do know I like what I think they're trying to do. I think that coach is trying to
Build a
build a
culture.
culture that was kind of already there. It's just they keep moving some pieces, and I think right now they're kind of honed in. I think them drafting that Ted McMillan. I don't know how
Yeah.
to pronounce his last
Yeah,
name.
yeah,
My
yeah.
bad.
That
Out
wide
of
receiver.
Yeah, I think he was out of Arizona. Um,
Arizona State. I can't remember.
but I think they found somebody with him. Um, running back wise, Chuba Hubbard. I know they had Rico Dowdle there last year, but defensively, man, they're getting a lot better. And if you go back and you kind of look at what they've done the past 2 years, they've been very, very competitive. Now, I will say this: Vegas doesn't know where they're going to be at, but I'm gonna put it to you like this: this team could be a 10-win team.
Oh, thank you, sir. Agreed.
This team could be a 10-win team.
I'm taking the 9.5.
Would I take the 9.5? No, I said they could be. Now I'm making bets, right? I'm making this. If I'm making a bet and just looking at what I'm looking at the odds, I would take 7.5 right now because it's a safe bet because I feel like they're 8 wins.
Hey, what we say in the hood?
What's that?
Scared money don't make money, right?
Well, technically, if I take 8 wins, I'm doubling my money anyway. At 105, I play $100, I'm gonna win 200.
Bruh,
So I'm gonna take that.
where you think
That's
I'm
just
going?
easy. Well, you gonna go above. You gonna swing for the fence.
You damn right I am.
Yeah, yeah. You gonna swing for
I'm
the
taking
fence
nine
on
and a
that.
half. I'm taking the over 9.5.
Uh you
I
got to
like
tell me
Carolina.
why.
I like Carolina this year.
You do?
I do.
I mean, tell me why. You got to tell me why you taking 9.5 though. It's kind of wild.
It's a 10-win team to me.
Hmm.
You're shaky on Tampa. We know Atlanta ain't doing shit.
Hmm.
The next team we're gonna get to after Carolina is not gonna have a better record.
Mm, mm. Might want to think about that.
I'm taking them for the 10, bro.
Okay. I mean, again,
I know.
I don't, I
Go
don't,
ahead.
I don't mind you. We had just kind of said. I'm reason why I'm saying this is because we kind of said these teams earlier. This division is kind of clumped together,
It really is. They all kind of
and
the same. And here's the deal. And they all kind of the same people, right?
they that's you kind of see where I'm going with it now.
Yeah,
I just don't. I'm not gonna pick them to go 10 wins when I know the division they kind of in. Because here's the thing: Carolina could be, mind you, bro. Carolina was if you go back last year, they were smacking teams in their division and then
that's
losing to
correct.
the Saints.
Right,
Like
right,
what? How you
right.
lose to the Saints at home? Like what are you doing? But the Saints, you get that Bayou juice in them, then you don't know what's gonna happen
Yeah,
with it.
yeah.
But now, mind you, I did say I believe they could be a 10-win team. But as my better in me, I'm taking the 7.5 because it's a layup to me. It's a literally a layup.
I get
Like,
if you. And I get it if you go in that direction.
yeah,
I get
yeah.
it.
I mean, if I'm
I
just
get it.
talking pure wins, what I think they can actually do without formulating a bunch of stuff, yeah, I say, man, they can get 10 wins because they will. A lot of people, and I wish Stephon was here so I could rag on him about it. But I think a lot of people were shitting on Bryce Young, and don't I don't get it because look what he came into shit. Okay, he didn't come into a well. And no, and mind you, I'm a Raiders fan. Fernando Mendoza is not coming into a to an offense that's just inept as far as like you don't know, you might not know who none of these offensive linemen are. Your
Right.
receivers is blah blah blah. You don't they trading away all your best stuff. You get in the room like, man, where DJ Moore at? They're like, oh, he gone. Like, wait, what? Wait, but
Right.
McCaffrey been gone. Oh yeah, but we got these our offensive line. We redoing that. You'll figure it out. Stuff like
Right.
that. He had to come into a tough situation and do what he had to do. I think he's showing signs. Now, if
Yeah.
they don't get to 10 wins, then we have to reassess why they didn't get there. Is it because of his play? Is it poor play calling? Is it just fundamentals that's not being met? Who knows? But again, I really think that the Carolina Panthers could be a 10-win team. I'm gonna take them at the over 7.5 though, because that's a clear cut 105 for me. I'll double my money all day with that
I'm going with the 9.5. Um, I think they're a 10-win team.
one. Okay.
So yeah.
I mean that listen, you listen. They don't listen. Uncle Jerry, when he shake the, when he shake them bones, trust me, he ain't trying to crap. But listen, scared. You say scared money don't make money.
They don't.
Now, man, listen. Rounding out this NFC South, man, is where I said NFC South. Yeah, we rounding out with the New Orleans Saints, right?
This is where I'm gonna get in trouble at.
And the New Orleans Saints, man, I'm gonna tell you like this. Very kind of they got Tyler Slow there. They've been kind of ever since Drew Brees left. Obviously they've been trying to get their staple franchise quarterback. I think they might have hit on Slow. Tyler, I hope I'm saying your name right. I don't want to say slow, but slaw, however you pronounce it. I apologize, man. It's
Yeah.
spelled weird. You know what I mean? Like, man, I don't even know if that's American. But um, a lot of people, and my brother included, if you go back and you check out the episode we did, um, me and him did on League Check, man, we talked about the Saints, and he predicted the Saints to win the division. He literally predicted the Saints to win the division this year.
Was I
He
drunk on that call?
You weren't even there. You weren't there on that call. Because had you heard that,
Okay,
you
yeah,
would
because
have
I don't
said something.
remember.
I know
I would
you
have ate
don't.
his
I
ass up on
did. I
that one.
listen. He shocked me when he said it because even in the conversation when I asked him who could get wins, he said 10 wins. When he said the wins, I said, "Hold on, are you picking them to win the division?" He said, "Yes." I lost it. I couldn't believe it. Um, and I said, "You think they're gonna win division?" But he made a good argument, man. He said that team are showing signs that they're adding pieces. Mind you, we talked
They
about it
they are.
yesterday. We
They
talked
are
about it yesterday. They did add some pieces on the offensive side. The defense has always been able to bring a piece here and there. Obviously,
getting a little bit longer in the tooth though.
yeah, well, they added some new pieces. They did add
They
some new
did.
pieces here
They
and
did.
there. So, but what I will say is I'm not and here's the crazy part. If you look at their odds for 8 wins for over the 7.5, it's better than what the Panthers are. So that tells you what Vegas is thinking.
Okay.
So
What's Rob thinking?
Rob's thinking, I'm taking them for 9 wins. I think this team could be over a 10-win team as well. Mind you, I'm just going back to what my brother was talking about as far as like what they're capable of doing, how they're cleaning up their cap space, and how they're able to get pieces in
And see,
where they needed that.
that's why I was more hesitant.
Yeah,
Was again long in the tooth, cap space issues.
yeah,
Bro, I'm gonna do this. I don't think they're beating the Bucks.
okay.
I don't think they're beating the Panthers. I'm gonna park mine at 8.5 wins. I'll take the over. I like them. I like them. I like them, but they're not there yet.
I think they will, and that's what I feel like. Uh, I think they're gonna be. I
Better
don't
than what
know,
I'm
man.
thinking.
Yeah, I think they're gonna be good. I think they're gonna be good, man. But that's the only thing I'm trying to look. I'm trying to look to see if this team is gonna be somebody that's going to be reckoned with. It's just weird because, mind you, bro, we just said it. They're kind of this whole division is clumped together. So who's going to emerge to be the one? I'm not.
Carolina.
I'm not. I feel like Carolina. Like I said, SB told me he felt like the Saints, but I told you I feel like Carolina is a 10-win team. I
I
didn't
think the
say
Saints have. I don't recall what their record was last year. I really don't. I think they'll be a better team than what they was last year, but they ain't leapfrogging nobody in the damn division.
yeah, I could give them
But
9
maybe
wins.
Atlanta. Maybe I don't have
They
faith in
they they
Atlanta this year.
actually they I think they could beat, and I think low key they could probably beat the Bucks in New Orleans. I don't know about in Tampa Bay, but I
Okay,
definitely
I'll
think they
take
could
that.
beat the. I definitely see them beating the Bucks in New Orleans. So
Okay.
you got them at over 9. I'm gonna stick with the 9. I'm gonna stick with the 8.5. I'm gonna take that, and that's where we at because the odds on that is still what it is. But hey, man, listen. Now we rounding out this show with probably I'm gonna say the best division you could say in the NFC West. I mean the NFC. I mean, and that's the NFC West, right? So Uncle Daddy, I know we. I feel like this is gonna be a good one. This is gonna be a good one.
I
I
agree.
this is one I kind of clear cut went over with a fine tooth comb, and I know this team is up first, which is perfectly fine. Uh, Not in no direct order, but the Los Angeles Rams, man,
Oh,
boy, when you talk about f them picks
they
and
don't give a
going for the
piss.
gusto.
They don't give a piss, bro.
So it's really weird because Vegas, they know what they've been doing, and Vegas is basically saying, yeah, we know what they doing, and yeah, this is what we trying to get poppy. You know what I'm saying? So listen,
Yeah.
um, hey man, I'm gonna make this real clear. I don't have a lot to say about what the Rams did. We already know who they win got on the defensive side. It's whatever, man. He ain't in my division. You know what I'm saying? I'm
Thank
good with
God.
that. Thank you. He out my conference, so I'm fine with
Great.
that. So one of the things I will say is this. Um, I think that winning games in the NFL is really hard, but I think when you have the right personnel, it does make it a lot easier. I think having a coaching staff that they do, I think having the personnel they do, I think having the veteran leadership they got, I think everything that the Rams have on their team right now bodes well for them. With that being said, this team is definitely a 12-win team. And I'm definitely going to put these guys at, I'm going to pick over 11 and a half, but part of my gut tells me they can win 13 games. They can go 13-4 this year. So I'm I want to play it safe with the 12 wins, but I think they can win 13 games, man. I think their biggest competition, honestly, is maybe certain road games. Now, mind you, here's the thing: the traveling from west to east, that's a real
That's a real
issue.
thing. That's
It's
a
a
real
real
thing.
thing.
I've done it before.
Mind you, I don't know the full scale of their games, but I will say this. My my heart is telling me that I should just go ahead and just take the 11 and a half. But I know they can win 13 games. So I'm taking 12 and a half over, and I'm locking it in there. Where you at?
I'm just curious to one thing. Where do you think I'm at?
I don't know. You probably think they go undefeated. I don't know.
I'm not going out there for
I mean, you know what I'm saying? I think you think they go undefeated.
bruh. That defense was already good, wasn't it?
Hmm.
Then they added Miles.
Yeah.
Lost Verse, Hurst, some of that nature.
Verse. Yeah.
Curse. Lost him. Great player. God damn. 14-win team. We need a button for this show. When I jump off the edge. 14-win team plays the Philadelphia Eagles in the NFC Championship.
Mm. I mean,
In
14.
LA. In LA.
Oh, okay. Okay.
In LA.
So that means you probably picking them to be number one seed.
Yeah, I am.
Okay.
I
I
am.
mean, there ain't nothing wrong with that. That's what I'm saying.
That's
Ain't
my
nothing wrong with that.
that's my gambling. That's my gambling
Yeah, I mean,
side
you
to me.
pick them. I wouldn't. You wouldn't be far off picking them the number one seed. You wouldn't be at all.
Dude, bar any injuries,
Yeah.
man, you already said it. And you took about 70 minutes cheering up Andy Reid earlier.
Hmm.
I think McVay is a better coach. Only because he's younger. I think they share certain similarities, but I think McVay gets it. They say fuck them picks, like I say fuck them kids.
Hmm.
That shows me that they're trying to win at all cost. I'm taking 13 and a half over.
Hey, like I said, that means you picking them. I mean, that's number one seed
Seattle
there.
lost. Seattle lost too much. The addition of and you know, like homeboy we just spoke about coming out of Tampa Bay. I like him going to San Fran. No disrespect to shit the QB in San Fran. It's just something that tells me this year them damn LA Rams gonna be they're gonna be a handful, bro.
Yeah, I could see that. I could
You
definitely
added
see
one
that.
of the top five defensive players to a top five defense.
Mm,
Miles Garrett's a game record, and I only say game record about two people,
hmm.
a few people, and that's Big Max, that's Miles Garrett, and that's Roquan Smith.
Hmm.
I got some more out there. I got two other ones out there, and then the NFC East, but both the last name is Carter. But them cats are game records, man. They keep people up at night.
Yeah,
But McVay is a type of player, a type of coach. He's gonna take all his talent to make it work.
yeah, yeah. Nah, you're
Them
right.
receivers, I mean receivers, running backs, they got the full package, bro.
Yeah, they
They're
do.
winning that goddamn division this year,
I
barring
mean,
any injuries.
yeah. Well, and again, like I said, I add Miles Garrett. We already knew everything going with that. Even last year with their battle with the Seahawks, it was a battle. This division is a tough division as well, but they
It
made
really
sure
is. It really
they
is.
made sure to go and add pieces that they knew they could get to stay
There's three
stay at the
tough
top.
teams in that division.
It definitely is. That's what I'm saying. Definitely three tough teams. We can ready to go to the
Let's
second one now
yeah,
because don't
let's
sleep
get
on
it.
these. We looking at the San Francisco 49ers. San Francisco 49ers is, and if you look at the odds, their odds for them are still just as high,
They really are. They
very
really
high.
are.
But I will say this: they got offensive weapons. Defensively, I don't know how it's gonna. They keep having to change out defensive coordinators, which sometimes that works, sometimes it don't. You
We
know,
spoke
as
about
long as
that.
you get
We
the right
spoke about
person in there, it's just what's gonna happen. Like you said it first. When your team does good, they're gonna pull you. Your coordinator's gonna get yanked anyway.
they're gonna poach the shit
They
out
gonna
of them.
yeah, they gonna poach them all day. So San Francisco, man, knowing that what they got on the offensive side, but they did that receiving core is gonna be a little different. Um,
Yep.
defensively is gonna be a little bit different, just a little bit, but they still are keeping certain key um stable
Weapons.
players, weapons
I
that they
agree.
got that they're gonna need. So I'm gonna give them this. I think they're a 10-win team. I don't know about 11. I think they're a 10-win team because I don't know about the defensive side yet, bro. I do not know. I know they've had um some good. I know they got Wilkes there now, which I
Yeah,
do
yeah.
like Wilkes. I do like him. But I don't know. I don't know how that's going to transition. We will see. I will wait and see. But my mind is telling me to take the 10 and a half, take the under on the 10 and a half. That's why I feel it. I want to take the under on the 10 and a half and only give them 10 wins.
So I'm gonna go a little bit different. I'm having some computer issues. Sorry about that.
Hmm.
Hit the mouse. You gave him what again?
I believe they can get 10 wins.
You took 9.5, the
No,
over
no,
under
no,
nine
no.
and a
I
half.
took under. I took under the 10 and a half. I think they can get 10 wins, but the way this division is, how super competitive it is, if they weren't able to manifest enough wins this year because ineptness on the defensive side and maybe a little bit of struggles on offense, maybe early, may not be able to get off to a good start, but I would still take them to at least get 10.
I got him at 9.5 over.
Okay, so I mean, still picking to get 10 wins.
Right.
And really tell the truth, that's only because I'm only picking the under just in case something happens because that's literally a splitting hair when you look at the actual
It really
odds.
is. It
So
really is.
we
And
we
I like
we
John. I like John Lynch and them boys. So I got him at 10 wins.
okay. Yeah, ain't nothing wrong with that. That's what it is. So
Yeah, yeah.
yo man, shout out. But here we go right here. We talking about now
Let's get
Super
into it.
Bowl winning
Here we
Seattle
go.
Seahawks coming in, getting ready to do their thing, man. Obviously a lot has changed with the Seahawks. A lot has changed with the Seahawks. They lost a coordinator, they lost a running backs, they lost some other key components. I believe they did lose a receiver. They lost a receiver. I don't
Defensive
know.
alignment.
They did lose defense. That's who I was trying to think of. I knew they lost
I think he
somebody
went
else.
to Baltimore.
Yeah, he did. He did. Thank you. So Seahawks got a lot going on. And Coach McDonald obviously was able to institute a lot of changes that I believe helped them as well. Um, Here's the thing: can this team get back to the Super Bowl and go through the division like they did? And it was tough. I'm gonna tell you now, it was tough as hell for them to get through that division.
That's
If you
correct.
go back and look at some of the
That's
games they had to
correct.
play, it was tough, man. The dog fight they was in with the Rams, that was a beautiful game.
It was.
And even the Super Bowl started off slow and tough, and it ended up starting. They were able to open up, take some shots, and get some plays done. But I don't have the Seahawks winning this division, and if they get in, it would have to be a wild card, and I don't know if they make the wild card, but I would give them I would still give them 10 wins, but I'm kind of iffy on that. I don't know about 11. I don't. I think Vegas believes they can get to 11, but I'm not optimistic that they are. So I'm gonna stay at 9.5, bro. Over. Um, I don't think they that bad of a team. I just think this could be a year where it's just a little shaky, and then they just regroup and get back to what they need to because I think Sam Darnold is in a good place. I think that having Njigba there is awesome. Um, but yeah, I just think they're gonna have to kind of dig it out this year. I think last year wasn't an outlier. Their defense is solid. So that alone, your defense can win you games alone. I just don't know offensively if they're going to be able to do that because they just can't throw the Njigba every play and the tight end.
Mm-hmm.
They're going to have
Mm-hmm.
to make sure Charbonnet and the other guy that they got back there are going to be able to do what needs to be done to move the chains because that was their best ability last year was the ability of Kenneth Walker through the playoffs to keep moving the chains. So I'm gonna take them. I'm gonna take them over the 9.5.
So I'm not gonna beat up the Kenneth Walker thing too bad because then people gonna say, "Oh, you're just a Chiefs hater." That's not it. I think he's an overrated running back. That's just my personal opinion. Listen, and like I say this whenever I make a comment about certain players, I can't do what you do. That's why I'm in the kitchen.
Hmm.
I make my money as a fucking chef. So I can't do what you do. So I'm not shitting on these players when I say it, when I celebrate some over others, but I do believe Kenneth Walker's a little bit overrated. Um, so with losing him, that's gonna put more shit on my vision on air on Seattle this year is a little bit down, and that's only because of what LA did. So I'm a little stuck on where I'm gonna put them at. I think they're a 10-win team. I really do.
Okay.
But
Okay.
is something shit. I maybe put them at 11-win team because I do think San Fran's gonna kind of digress. I
Okay.
think
That's a hot take.
I think LA, of course, is gonna go up, meaning the Rams. And Seattle's gonna fall somewhere in the middle.
Gotcha.
but they'll still be a playoff team.
Okay.
So I'll give them 11 and a half. I'm sorry, 10 and a half,
10 and a
right?
half. You're gonna put
10
them.
and a
I
half.
mean, which is that Vegas feels that way as well.
Wouldn't that
So
be, I think that's safe.
no, it's safe. It's safe. I think I was just a little bit less on them just because like, cause you had brought up some good points earlier, man, when you was talking about you wasn't a fan of like Walker and stuff like that. But I do know their defense is still good,
Still
still
good.
good,
Correct,
still
correct,
good.
correct,
Just
correct.
certain things on the offensive side, you want to think that Sam Darnold can still under another year under that team. Mind you, it will be a different offensive coordinator, as they do know.
Correct.
We got
Once again,
that's our
that's what
boy.
gives me
That's my boy. That's K Kubiak.
absolutely. So
KK on our side. So yeah,
that gives me pause. So I'm not thinking with my heart. I'm thinking with my money.
yeah,
And yeah, I think they'll kind of fall back a little bit this year, but still be a good team.
good team. Yeah. You're
Yeah.
right. Okay. All right, man. Well, shoot, we round that out. We'll see how now we're gonna round this show out with this last one here, and
Oh, you can put this shit on autopilot.
they auto listen. The Arizona Cardinals, man. Obviously, they are the dumpster fire of this division. I guess people would consider
I didn't
Vegas.
say that, y'all.
No, Vegas considers them the dumpster fire because if you look at the wins and losses for this one, and if you guys are on FanDuel, you'll see it too as well. The Arizona Cardinals obviously got a lot going on, man. They lost their quarterback. They got a
Charles
whole
Barkley, terrible.
yeah. They are really there's a lot going on with them. So, there's a not I can tell you this, they, they got a good tight end. I believe they got good receivers. I
McBride.
believe
Shout out to McBride.
they did
Yeah.
draft a obviously a franchise running back. Um but yeah, they still fighting their quarterback.
My
They
bad.
they picked up Jeremiah Love, remember?
Oh shit, I forgot. My
Yeah.
bad. I forgot about that.
Yeah, Jeremiah, they picked up Jeremiah Love.
Shout out to Jeremiah out of Notre Dame, right?
Yeah, out of
Yeah, yeah,
Notre
yeah.
Dame. So, here's the thing, man. I think any team in the NFL can win 4 games. I'm not taking no gambles. I'm not hell. I damn near just want to say forgetting they gonna win 3. But I will give the Arizona Cardinals right now 4 games. I'm gonna take the over 3.5.
In that damn division.
Yeah. Because I don't think they might not win a game in the division. It might not be in a division. They win them 4 games.
3.
Mm. Yeah, so you think they actually are going you think they can't win 4 games?
No.
You don't think so? You think outside a division they can't sneak 4 games out somewhere? All right. Well, I mean, rightfully so because you are. If that's the case, you feel like they're gonna lose 6 out the gate. You already said it. You don't think they're gonna win a game in a division. Okay. So,
Who's the quarterback?
Jacoby Brissett, and they got that
My
one
bad.
kid. They
My
got the
bad.
one kid. They
That
got the
I'll
one
give him four.
kid out of
I'll give him 4.
They also got. I think they got Beck out of Miami too. They drafted him. I think they drafted him.
I'll give him 4.
Okay.
That's it.
So I mean that's 4 wins for us. I don't see anything else from that. I think
No.
they're gonna be at the top of the draft order again next year and trying
And
to.
shout out to Phoenix. I love y'all's town.
Hmm.
I've had some good times there.
Yeah,
Seriously,
yeah,
it's hot as fuck.
yeah,
But I've only been like 2 or 3 times. Had a good time, dude.
yeah.
Trust me, y'all. 4 games. That's it.
Uncle Dave said it, man. Listen,
And be
he
happy with
he
4.
be happy with 4 right now. I mean, if you put in the comments, man, you think Arizona gonna get more than 4 games? You think me and Uncle Daddy on the right path, or we giving them too much? Because he did say 3. You did say 3. There might be some people in the comments that believe the same thing as well. It's gonna be 3 too. So
They're gonna struggle to get to 4.
yeah, it's gonna be a struggle, man. So we definitely gonna
You
see.
got damn the Rams.
Yeah, you got the Rams,
See,
Seahawks, and Niners. Yeah.
that's
I
a
get
tough
it. I get it.
division,
I get it. It's tough division.
and
You're
y'all
a
ain't got
thousand percent
shit.
right. Yeah, you're 1,000% right with that. But listen, man, that rounds out our um our future picks for this show, man. I think we did pretty good on this one. We kind of was in the same. We saw eye to eye on a few of these. This
More
division,
than we
but
did with the AFC,
definitely
right?
with the AFC. Yeah,
Yeah,
AFC we was
yeah,
all
yeah.
over the place. But I will say this, man. This is probably something that a lot of the guys, if you're in a betting and you are thinking about taking some of these teams, we always look at the overall of what they did last year and what they added this year and what your gut tells you. And sometimes your gut is always right. So
Yeah,
we're
yeah.
gonna be able to read. We're gonna be able to come back to some of these picks that we made, and then maybe pull up the clip where we said this, and then we can look back and if we got egg on our face, let us know, man. You know what I'm
I
saying?
weird. I weird.
Yeah.
And let me say something, y'all. Shout out to Rob, y'all. I had two difficulties. I spilled beer all over the fucking place earlier. And had to clean that shit up. And y'all may have noticed it, may not. He'll edit that shit out. And then battery died. And something else happened. But shout out to Rob, y'all, for putting in the hard work to bring a good show to everybody, y'all.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
And any sponsors that want to jump on, trust me, we're gonna treat y'all well. But I really want to say, y'all probably want to see the mistakes I made. Like I said, spilled beer, did all kind of shit. But shout out to Rob for doing that. If I shitted on your team today, I'm sorry. That's just my heart.
It's just hey man,
I'm
listen,
sorry.
it's early. You know what I mean? Like it
It's my
just is
heart.
what it is.
It's my heart. It's
You
my
know?
money.
Yeah,
So I can bet.
exactly. It's our
I can
money.
bet how I
It's
want to
my. I
bet,
bet how I want to. Right. I
and I
can
can
bet
feel
how I
how I
want
want to
to.
feel. But man, I just want to say shout out to anybody that's listening to this. We appreciate y'all. We just two guys that think we know something about sports,
Yeah. Yeah.
and we having fun doing it.
Yeah. Exactly. Exactly, man.
That's it.
Listen, that's
So
what it is.
smash the like button, the all them buttons,
Yep.
comments,
Smash that
subscribe, do
like,
all that
hit that
shit.
subscribe, turn your post notifications on. We dropping videos,
I don't
man.
care if you don't like me or not. I don't give a piss if
Yeah,
I
let
shit
them know.
on your
Let me know if
team.
you. Let me know what
But
you.
we're gonna talk shit about just sports, y'all. So that's
Exactly.
this is what it is. So yeah.
Exactly.
Make sure y'all support us. We're a small business. Hey, we're gonna get it in.
Oh
And the
yeah.
more y'all support and smash them buttons, the more we're gonna put our content so we can talk shit about sports.
Yeah.
And put y'all's comments in there. Tell me what you think. I don't give a piss. I'm thick skinned.
Hmm. Hey
So
man,
yeah,
you heard it
people,
first.
let's everybody love on everybody when it comes to sports.
Yeah, man. You
That's
heard
it.
it first from Uncle Daddy, man. Listen, Uncle Daddy, I thank you for jumping on the show, man.
All
Getting in
day.
here, we getting this thing started. You know what I mean? Yeah, technical difficulties. That happens in everything when you
My
doing
bad.
something. It don't even matter. But listen, you guys are he and already said it. Smash the like, hit the subscribe, turn your post notifications on. Drop us a comment, man. Tell me who you think that you are most wanting to bet on if you had, few dollars to bet on somebody. Which teams would you go with? What over under would you pick?
And tell us
Is
where
there
we
is
was
there
wrong
who
at.
yeah,
We
tell
don't want to
well
lose no money.
well, you ain't gonna tell me where I'm wrong at with shit. I'm gonna make my bet
I'm talking about the
regardless.
fans though.
Yeah, fuck them too. I don't give a fuck. I'm Raider Nation over here, bitch. I don't give a fuck what you say about your team. Fuck you is Raider Nation, bitch. Shout out
All
to
day.
Mr. Fitz. Other than that,
All
I don't
day.
care who you bet on. I bet on what I feel. I think your team is what it is. Like if you go back to what we did, is where yeah, I ain't wrong for shit who I pick. Now I may be wrong about the record I give you,
Yeah, yeah.
but if that's the case, yeah, we gonna come back and you gonna let me know where I said it. That's cool. Ain't nothing wrong with that. But hey,
All
man, we
day.
gonna we gonna wrap this up. Get this up on out of here. If you guys want to see more, let us know what you want us to talk about prior to the season start. We got a lot of
Absolutely.
content, man. We getting ready to come out with, but you guys giving us some input will always go a long way. So
And let
drop
us
us
know
a
what we
comment.
need to do.
Yeah, drop us a comment, man. But yo, without further ado, man, I'm your boy Rob. This your boy Uncle Daddy. This is Lead Check checking in, and we out.
Look for us again.